Do you need a large following on social media to be considered a genuine brand? Hey, Jason here. If you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go through Johannesburg, and I'm starting to wind down and almost out of here. Actually got somebody coming through to take a bunch of stuff away and donate for me. And most importantly, you've been seeing me talk about success, what it is, and how to get it in the 3 areas of life that I focus on, which are happiness, health, and wealth. And so if you're new to the channel, the definition of success by Earl Nightingale is the progressive realization of a worthy idea. And let's be honest, making money, building a brand is a very worthy idea. And it's something that we all should be focused on as we're moving into this new digital era. And so let's go ahead and get into today's topic, which is as a brand, do you need a large social media following? And the short answer to that is no. Surprisingly enough, no. Most people think you need these hundreds of thousands, 200,000 or millions of followers. And the truth is no. There's a difference between being a social media influencer and someone who is building a brand. Those two people are not in the same spectrum. The social media influence, they need a large following, meaning they're probably doing ambassador deals. They probably have some kind of affiliate marketing, things like that. However, if you're building a brand, you don't actually need as many followers. You just need to be congruent, and you need to be making sure you're providing service to whoever your customer base is. So, so you may be like, Jason, well, that don't really make sense to me. Like, wouldn't you as a brand want a large following too? Yes, you always want a large following. What that means is just your traffic source. So brands usually deal with traffic source. Let's take one of the biggest brands in the world that everybody knows, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is a brand. You know, they don't need social media influencers. They don't need a large following on Facebook, TikTok. You don't even see them really market there, which is funny. And the reason being is they have the whole world as their traffic source. They were very, very smart in making sure they're in almost every country. Coca-Cola, one of their biggest things that they did that was really successful for them, they went into a lot of small areas in different countries where it wasn't any other things there. So they made the Coca-Cola very, very affordable for the people there. And then after generations, the people just knew, hey, give me a Coke, give me a Coke. Everywhere I've seen in the world, every place has a knockoff Coca-Cola, and there's still more people, just as many people buying the original Coca-Cola brand. Like, that is how powerful a brand is. People will always invest in you and invest with you. And so as a social media influencer, when you're building that large following, you're relying on Google Ad Play and things of that nature, or whichever platform you're using. And so you don't actually make as much money because social media influence is more of a private contractor for the social media platform, meaning, hey, I'm going to keep putting up content and I'm going to have this many people who will be engaging in this content staying on your platform, probably for, 30 minutes to an hour. And that's how they actually they're making money. You're making money off of keeping people on the platform. Building a brand, you want to take people off the platform. Big difference. Meaning you may have your own private website, you may have your own landing page, things like that. So as a brand, the main things that you need to focus on is a funnel. And what I mean by a funnel is you're bringing them from the top level of people not knowing who you really are, and you're getting them to know more and more about you. And as they're knowing more and more about you, you may be offering in different products or services that you offer that can help them solve their problems. So as a brand, you must have a funnel. You need to be funneling people through. If you're building your brand and you're in the early stages, then you may just be focused on, let me get as much traffic in front of me as possible. That's that first line of your funnel. Your first line of your funnel is building the traffic, getting people eyes on you. The second line is you're starting to narrow down the people who are really engaging in your content. The people who are really engaging in your content, you want to engage with them. People who are not engaging or people that are negative, you want to really start dismissing them. Then the third level is you start blocking people. This is the level that I love. I love being at this level because when you start blocking people, now you're controlling and programming the algorithm to start getting more and more people to reach your target niche. And whoever your target niche is, that's why you want to start blocking people that are not in that niche. But you don't want to do it right in the beginning because you need to build people following following what you're doing. So after you start reach that third level of the funnel, which is building your niche. Now I'm doing this. This is based off social media, guys. I'm not doing it from the business end of the brand. I'm dealing it from the social media end of the brand, just to let you know. And so once you do that, then you're starting to create different and create and curate different content for each person within that is actually part of your niche. So like for me, I do happiness, health, and wealth. I create content and curate content around happiness. So like this morning, I started refurbishing and curating some videos that of the different marketplaces, showing people, hey, these are some of the things that you can do during the daytime. Also, I do content around health, meaning I share some of the doctors that I'm learning under, and I also share some of the things that I've actually done and learned for myself. Like one of the things I did, I gave away my free course was I gave away the course for free that I used to actually sell when we had our health and wellness company. Most people don't know that. So I ended up giving that away for free. So that was just for the people who are looking for health. And also like this video here, because it's around business, all the business things that I'm learning, that when I'm on trainings and things like that, I do content around business. So like that is the funnel, and it's not the complete funnel for my social media branding, but I'm just giving you the bare bone basics so you can see like, okay, this is how I want to start out. First, start just creating content, and you do need to know what your content's about. Like, let's say if you're someone that's branding yourself as, let's say you're just branding yourself as a nail tech, someone who's doing nails, things like that. You don't want to be posting videos dancing. Like in the beginning, like what does dancing videos have to do with people who may want to get their nails done? So like you want to understand that at the first step. Then the second step, you're going to start seeing people coming through. Then the third step, you need to start seeing, okay, who the type of people that I don't want on who are the type of people that's coming that my brand does not speak to, and you get rid of those people. Like you don't want this whole saying of how did they used to say it? I can't remember. It was an old saying. I don't know if they still use it, but any publicity is good publicity. That's what it was. And that's not true anymore. You don't need to be talking to everybody on social media. You don't need to engage with everybody on social media. There's a whole subclass of people on social media that are just troll level. You don't want those people around your brand and things like that. Like I tell people, I will block you in a heartbeat. And the reason being is I know that if you're not part of my brand, like you don't need to be seeing my content. And so like, but you have to also understand, like, I'm at the level to where I can start doing that and blocking people. I have thousands and thousands of videos, and I still have stuff in archive. So like for me, my brand, I had to refurbish it actually. Most people don't know that, like, because, like I just popped up in the continent of Africa out of nowhere, and people just like, man, he's came from America. Like people don't realize, like, Cece, before she passed away, we were building our brand. We had our business going. We had our sub companies within the company, everything. It was just because we didn't understand financial literacy on a business sense at the level that we should have. We didn't do certain things that would have protected that company. And so I ended up losing it when she passed away. And that's something I'm going to end up talking about too, because there's a certain ways you need to try to organize your brand, especially if you have different businesses in it and stuff. Like, so much information out here when it comes to, oh, you need to get an LLC, you need to do this. It's not the right information. And it's not saying that it's not the right information, like they're giving you wrong information. They don't understand the next level of business. Like if you're going to do your business, do it from the best level possible that's going to protect you. And trust me, learn from my mistake. I'm going to share that information with you. Okay, mic on. I'm going to share that information with you in a future video. But like, learn from my mistakes, man. Like, trust and believe, it is not the funnest thing starting over when you've already built a successful brand. When you talk to anybody who's built a brand and they lost it, they'll tell you like, yo, man, it was some depressing days. And this is why I want to share this information with you. Like, I want you to understand, like, anyone can build a brand. You just need to follow the framework of success when it comes to doing it. And the beautiful thing about it, once you follow that framework of success, you'll start seeing how simple it is, and you just catapulting through, and you're not making the mistakes that you don't have to. And so that's it for today. If you like this type of content, make sure you hit the like button. Share this video if you know someone who's trying to build a brand and they may be struggling with doing it online. And most importantly, just remember this: I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.